Don't touch me. You don't get to cry. You don't get to play the victim here.
He's been lying to you this whole time, and honestly, so have I been too.
She stood frozen in her apartment, staring at the person she'd trusted for 7 years. Her best friend, the one she'd shared everything with, had been betraying her all along.
It's not what I think. I know exactly what it is. You've been sleeping with Jake for 6 months while pretending to be my best friend.
You really thought Jake loved you? We've been together for 6 months.
Those words cut through her like a knife. But that confrontation wasn't even the worst part. What she discovered in those messages would shatter everything she thought she knew about loyalty and friendship.
Hey, Stories Hub family, welcome back to another powerful story. Thank you for being here. Your presence means everything to us.
May God bless you abundantly today. May every challenge you're facing turn into a testimony. May peace, joy, and favor follow you everywhere you go.
This story is about 3 friends, Linda, Sophie, and Jake. It started 3 years ago when the young woman met her future best friend during their freshman year of college. They clicked instantly. Her new friend was the kind of person who lit up every room she walked into, always laughing, always making everyone feel included. Within weeks, they were inseparable. Study sessions turned into late-night conversations, coffee runs turned into road trips. Before long, her friend wasn't just a companion, she was her sister. They told each other everything, every fear, every dream, every embarrassing moment. She trusted her friend with parts of herself she'd never shared with anyone. It was the kind of friendship people dream about. About a year into their friendship, she started dating a guy from their chemistry class. He was charming, attentive, and she genuinely thought he might be the one. Her best friend was so supportive from the beginning. She'd give advice about their relationship, help pick out outfits for dates, and was always there to listen when they had arguments.
He's so lucky to have you, Linda.
Her friend would say things like that all the time. She remembered thinking how grateful she was to have someone who genuinely cared about her happiness. Her best friend and her boyfriend got along great too. The 3 of them would hang out together constantly, grabbing dinner, watching movies, going to parties. It felt like the perfect dynamic. She had the perfect relationship and the perfect best friend. Everything seemed absolutely ideal. But looking back now, she realized that perfection was just an illusion. The cracks were already forming beneath the surface. She just couldn't see them yet. Because when you trust someone completely, you become blind to the warning signs. You ignore the red flags because you never expect the people you love most to be the ones who hurt you. And they were about to hurt her in ways she never imagined.
If you've ever experienced betrayal, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Make sure you hit that like button because this story is about to take a dark turn.
The first red flag came about 6 months ago, but she was too blind to see it. Her boyfriend started acting different, more distant, less affectionate, always glued to his phone.
You're being paranoid, Linda. I'm just stressed with work.
When she'd ask him about it, he'd get defensive. So she did what any girlfriend would do. She'd talk to her best friend about it. They sat across from each other at their favorite coffee shop. Her friend reached across the table, grabbed her hand, and looked her straight in the eyes.
I just don't know what to do anymore. It feels like everything is falling apart.
It's okay. I'm here for you.
Maybe you're overthinking it. Guys need space sometimes. Just give him time. He'll come around.
She nodded, feeling relieved that her friend was probably right. Her best friend always gave good advice. What she didn't know was that while her friend was holding her hand and comforting her, she had texted her boyfriend just an hour before. Things got worse as the months went by. Her boyfriend canceled dates at the last minute, stopped saying he loved her, and barely touched her anymore. She was falling apart, crying almost every night, wondering what she'd done wrong. And her best friend? She was right there, playing the role of the perfect companion. Her friend would invite her over, make her tea, let her sob on the couch, and promise her that everything would be okay. She was the shoulder to cry on. One night, she remembered lying on her friend's bedroom floor, absolutely destroyed. She looked up through her tears, her voice barely a whisper. Her friend smiled softly as she said those words. The irony of that statement made her sick later.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
And you are the only one who understands.
Weeks ago, she planned a surprise birthday dinner for her best friend. She spent hours coordinating with all their friends, decorating the restaurant, ordering her favorite cake.
Sorry, babe, I can't make it tonight. Got stuck at work.
Her boyfriend told her he couldn't make it because he had to work late. She was disappointed, but didn't think much of it. The dinner was amazing. Her best friend seemed so happy, and she felt good knowing she could make her feel special on her birthday. After everyone left, they sat in her car in the parking lot. Her friend turned to her with this strange look on her face, like she wanted to say something important. For a second, she thought her friend was going to cry. She opened her mouth like she was about to confess something, then stopped herself and just hugged her instead.
Thank you for everything, Sophie. For tonight, for always being there.
It felt weird, like her friend was saying goodbye. She should have known something was wrong right then, but she brushed it off.
If you're wondering how she found out the truth, trust me, you won't believe how this unfolded.
Drop a comment below if you've ever had someone betray you like this.
Last week, everything came crashing down. Her boyfriend called her out of nowhere, which was rare at that point, and asked her to come over because he needed to talk. Her heart was racing the entire drive there. 1,000 thoughts ran through her mind. Was he breaking up with her? Was something wrong? She had no idea what to expect. When she walked into his apartment, he sat her down on the couch and held both her hands. He looked into her eyes with an intensity she hadn't seen in months.
I know things have been rough between us lately, Linda, but I need you to know that I love you. I want to marry you someday. You're my future.
She was shocked. After months of distance and coldness, suddenly he wanted forever. She should have questioned it, but she was so relieved that she just melted into his arms. She cried happy tears. He held her tight and kept repeating how sorry he was for making her doubt them, promising that would never happen again. She left his apartment feeling like she was floating on air. The first person she called was her best friend, obviously. She couldn't wait to share the good news.
Sophie, you won't believe what just happened. Jake told me he wants to marry me. We're back on track.
That's great. I'm happy for you.
Her friend's voice was flat, almost cold. She didn't sound happy at all. When she asked if she was okay, her friend just said she was tired and had to go. It felt wrong, but she brushed it off. That night, though, she couldn't sleep. Something in her gut was screaming at her that something wasn't right. She grabbed her laptop and did something she never thought she'd do. She logged into her boyfriend's iCloud account. They'd shared passwords years ago, and she'd never used it until that moment. What she found destroyed her. Hundreds of messages between her boyfriend and her best friend. Photos, voice notes, plans to meet up, inside jokes, everything, months and months of lies. She sat there on her bedroom floor, scrolling through it all, and she couldn't breathe. Her hands were shaking, her vision was blurring. This couldn't be real. There were messages from the night of her friend's birthday dinner. Her friend had told her boyfriend she felt guilty, and his response was cold and calculated. Her stomach dropped. Keep acting normal, like their friendship was just an act. There were messages from the day he told her he wanted to marry her. Her best friend had asked him why he said that, and his response made everything clear. They talked about her like she was a joke, an obstacle, something to manage. And the worst part? Her best friend had encouraged him to stay with her so she wouldn't suspect anything.
I know what you're thinking. What did she do next? Did she confront them?
Stay with me because the confrontation was absolutely insane. Hit that subscribe button right now.
She didn't sleep that night. She spent hours screenshotting everything, organizing the evidence and planning exactly what she was going to say. The next morning, she texted her best friend and asked her to come over because she needed to talk. Her friend showed up an hour later with coffee and that same fake concerned look.
What's wrong, Linda? You sounded really upset on the phone.
She didn't say anything at first. She just stared at her friend, trying to see if there was any guilt in her eyes. Then she opened her laptop, turned it toward her friend, and watched her face drop as she saw her own messages with her boyfriend on the screen. The color drained from her friend's face. Her mouth opened, but no words came out at first. Then she started stammering, reaching for excuses. She finally spoke, and her voice was eerily calm. Too calm.
Linda, I can explain. It's not what you think. Please, just let me explain. Sophie, it's not what I think. I know exactly what it is. You've been sleeping with Jake for 6 months while pretending to be my best friend.
You really thought Jake loved you? We've been together for 6 months. He's been lying to you this whole time, and honestly, so have I been too.
Her friend tried to reach for her again, stammering through sobs. She even tried to blame her, saying she was too needy and that's why her boyfriend came to her. She stood there and listened to every word.
Don't touch me. You don't get to cry. You don't get to play the victim here.
Being there for every single moment of your life. And you repaid me by destroying the 2 most important relationships I had.
Her friend left crying, and she never spoke to her again. That door closed forever. As for her boyfriend, she texted him screenshots of everything and told him they were done. He tried calling her 50 times, showed up at her apartment, sent flowers, wrote letters. But she never responded. She blocked both of them on everything and cut them completely out of her life.
Yeah. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted completely? Drop your story in the comments.
Hit that like button, subscribe, and remember, you deserve real love and real friendship. I'll see you in the next one.